Paulio Jr. and in this video I wanted to show you guys uh, in particular 6 specific stocks that have a high dividend yield. And what that means is that whatever you have invested uh, into this company, whatever company it may be, you will receive whatever their dividend yield percentage is per quarter. Some of them actually give it to you after a month. Um, for instance, the one that we're looking at right now, AGNC Investment Corporation, um, I believe that you actually get a portion after a month. And also, a lot of these have a lower um, PE ratio. So for every so basically for every $5 that you spend, um, you get $1 back, essentially. So, and all I'm gonna make this as short as possible. Do as much research as you can, but I'm just throwing this information out to you guys who, are potential investors and all that good stuff. And hopefully, this will, pique something within you to help secure and yourself to have a financially stable and abundant future. But so this is just one aspect, and I'm not going to go through a lot of specifics here. AGNC, this is the first one I'm showing you. Um, and previously, I did a review on the company called Stockpile, the program slash app, or the website slash app to invest um, to invest with. And I went over a little bit PE ratio, dividend, all that good stuff, and what to look for when purchasing a stock. As far as my my limited amount of expertise go. So there are many more people more qualified than I am. So please make a well-informed and researched decision. But my job today is just to show you some stocks that I believe will be sustainable um, in not just the near future, but even well past that. And these are all actually at decent prices as well. So the first one's AGNC. Um, Today is the 26th of December, 2017. A dividend yield of 10.67%, which is fantastic. So that's almost, if you put say you invested $100, you're going to get, if you had $100 in this stock, you would get $10.67 back just for that, including about $4, because 5 times 4 is, so you get about, or however much you spend. So for every, like I said, for every $5 you spend, you get $1. So however much you decide to invest, and I'm just showing all of these will be at graphs of 1 year. So this is just something to look into. So, and relatively inexpensive as well. Um, the next one we're going to go to, and these aren't in any particular order as well, um, is Omega Healthcare Real Estate Investment Trust Company. Now their PE ratio is a little high, where you have to spend $35 in order to get $1 back, but dividend yield 9.62%. Doesn't look like they're going anywhere. They've been around since 1992. So, and that's their 1 year chart. So their price is a little bit lower than what it has been. Let's go to the next one. Another company. So this is more of a mainstream company, obviously, Intel, and PE ratio is under 20, which is typically what you want to look for, and the dividend yield is pretty nice, 2.36%. And even though we're going a little bit lower here, I don't feel as though Intel is going to go anywhere. And you can see all their subsidiaries, McAfee and all that good stuff. So their market cap's $216 billion, which is insane. And still $46 is nothing for Intel. And let's go to the next one. This is one that is not going anywhere, because they are Comcast's biggest competitor, um, Verizon Communications. So PE ratio is under 20, fantastic, and the dividend yield is 4.41%, which is excellent. So, and you can always look on the company's website and see when they do give out their dividends. And what's nice with I'll put a link to the stockpile review. Um, but they give you, in stockpile, they give you the option to just automatically reinvest that money, or you can just keep it and cash it out. So this dividend of whatever you have invested um, becomes cash for you to either take out that cash for yourself or to reinvest it. So Verizon, in my opinion, and this is just a 1 year graph, but I believe will continue to go pretty high, and with a dividend yield like that, and with a lot of stocks not offering a dividend yield, I think this one's pretty safe. And regardless of how it does, you're still going to get paid. And this was one. Let's see here. What was this biotech Amgen biotechnology company with with a dividend yield of 3%, 3.01%, and PE ratio is still under 20, so it's still a nice little stock. Their price is a little bit high, um, and that's kind of what they're trending at. But the dividend yield still nice, and from what I've read about them, uh, since some of their subsidiaries are pharmaceuticals, that they are not going anywhere. But that dividend yield is extremely nice, and you don't have to buy this per share, especially with stockpile. You can buy whatever you want, whatever amount you want. So, and I'm saving this one for last here. And this one is called Frontier Communications, based in Stamford, Connecticut. And I think initially they were, um, I think initially they started in the 90s, but um, this is one where I would do a little bit more research, because you can see in just a year, their stock was over $50 and now it's down to 716. Um, some people would consider this a gold mine, because they can invest, because the stock price is so low. Now, they do not offer a PE ratio, but their dividend yield is freaking insane at 33.43%, which does give people more incentive to invest in the company. And that's the only reason I put this one up here, was because their dividend yield was 33%, which is absolutely insane. Imagine having a savings account where you put in, where you would get, where you put in $100, and they said, we're going to give you 33%, or however much you put in, but I'm just saying, you put in $100 and they say, we're going to give you 33%, right off the bat, pretty much, or after each quarter. So you would get 33, more than a third of whatever you've invested. So even if you've, um, 1/3. So if you invested $1,000, you're getting $333 back, for free, to either reinvest or to cash out. So I hope that some of these might help you to make a wise decision on what to invest in. Like I said, do your own research. Talk to people that are um, more well educated and versed uh, in investing in stocks and what to look for and all that good stuff. But all I've shown you is just the year stats, PE ratios, and what I was more focused on was the dividend yield. But the safe ones, I would say, the safe ones with a higher dividend. Now, this is just an absolutely absurd dividend. It's insane. But the ones with an excellent, with a good dividend and a low PE ratio is what you want. So anything under 20. I'd say Verizon is very safe, and I would say Intel is very safe. So you're going to make money no matter what. All these other ones, this is one that I've personally looked at and have talked to other people about, and seems to be doing very well, and at 10.6%, which would be considered very high, um, is definitely worth taking a look at. So that's all I have today. I just wanted to share this with you. This was more of a top 5, but like I said, I did want to add this sixth one because of their insane dividend yield. So, like I said, imagine having a savings account that gave you 33% interest. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.